August and everything after.
Yes, that's one of my favorite 90s albums.
Agreed.
And Recovering the Satellites is also very good. There's a guy online, his name is Rick Beato, and he breaks down, he's got a music channel, he does all kinds of things, but he will review different albums or songs, and he did a thing on Recovering the Satellites and Counting Crows, and they don't get enough notoriety. Hello, booking. Judge Middleton calling. Today is the last day of August, but could I see September in my Polycom room? Thanks. Bye. September Knowles got arrested last night, which is actually a blessing because we didn't know where she was or what she was doing, and I'm gonna deal with her. She's on the way. Let me take these out. Miss Knowles has Melissa as her lawyer, and the pretrials are tomorrow. Maybe we could set these for tomorrow.
That might be appropriate too, if she was brought in any sort of a altered state. I don't know.
I don't know yet. I guess we're about to find out.
And just for clarification, it's bond violation. She's on active bond for current cases.
These?
Yeah.
These are failed to appear for arraignments for Miss Knowles. And as you know, she very often doesn't show up on the right day.
Yep.
2 of these are ordinance and 1 is state statute. Good morning, Miss Knowles. This is Judge Middleton. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You got picked up on 3 bench warrants, and you've been, I don't know where, and I've frankly been worried about you.
Yeah, my brother's passed away, and
Yes.
because of the incident with my residency, I been in Kalamazoo and I couldn't get transportation.
Well, let's address each of these one by one. File 231148 SM is an unauthorized use of a telecommunication device. I think it has to do with calling. You had Melissa Halleck as your attorney,
right?
And you failed to appear for a pretrial in front of Judge Pattison on 8/18 and a bench warrant issued for your arrest. In file 231089, you're charged with being a disorderly person in the city of Three Rivers, and that one is full of missed court dates. And Melissa Halleck is also your attorney in that matter. In file 231397, you failed to show for your arraignment. Then you came in on a later date. They reset it for August 18th and you failed to appear. I'd like to get all these cases back on track.
Okay.
So, and the soonest I can do this is tomorrow. It's going to be an inconvenience for all concerned, but I'd like to get these addressed.
Okay, thank you.
The public defender, Mr. Stickley, and his assistant, Ms. Paycheck, are here in the courtroom with me. Now, you also got evicted from the Millard Street address. Were you aware of that?
Yeah, I was also in fear of going there because of the McLean's family. So I've had
well,
to.
he's still in jail, which is so he's not there. The landlord just wanted to get the place back.
Yeah,
I'm going to set this.
I wasn't able to. I haven't been able to get my mail, and I'm trying to get my things out of there. I was stuck in Kalamazoo and didn't have.
Well, how did you get arrested last night?
I don't even know. The cop there, a Colon cop saw me and told me I had a warrant.
All right, so you got arrested in Colon?
Yeah.
How'd you happen to be in Colon?
I was trying to get a hold of Tad Davis and Debbie Davis.
All right. Well, I'm gonna set these for tomorrow. Melissa's gonna get a surprise, but you're in custody. We're gonna get your primary lawyer here. We'll try to deal with all these tomorrow. Mr. Reed will be here. The county prosecutor will be here.
All right,
Um,
I never abused the ambulance. I needed the ambulance because.
All right, well, I don't want you to say any more about it. There may also be some other cases hanging out there. You kept getting those disorderlies in Three Rivers. You were really in pretty dire straits. So I'm gonna leave all these bonds as set. We'll deal with these tomorrow morning at 8:30 with the
Okay.
assistance of Mr. Reed, the county prosecutor, and Ms. Halleck. So I will see you tomorrow morning. I'm interested how you got from Kalamazoo to Colon, but I won't get into that now without counsel being here.
Okay,
All right, I'll see you tomorrow morning.
all right, thank you.
Thank you. Would you let the bailiff, well, you're fine, you're good to go. Yeah, okay. The check's in the mail. I only had 2 beers. I still respect you in the morning, and I've been clean for a week. Frankly, I thought we would have more business to transact. Debbie's back there going through it. Good morning, Miss Knowles.
Morning.
Melissa Halleck is here with us. She's going into the conference room, and I'm going to put you in a private breakout room where you can talk to her, and then we'll talk further. When I saw you yesterday, I said the soonest I could set this was today. So I did. And so she's had an opportunity to talk to the Sturgis City Attorney and the county prosecutor. And as soon as they get that room logged in, I'll put you in a space with her. Good morning, John. Do you have anything for me?
Probably.
Okay.
Can I approach?
Yes, we're on the record and the live feed, so.
Oh, well, I would want it off the record.
All right, I'll be with you in just a sec. Soon as I put Melissa in the space. There she is. I think Melissa turned it on herself. Thank you, Melissa. This is 3 matters in the matter of September Ann Knowles. File 231397 is a disorderly person charge from the city of Three Rivers from July 21st. File 231148 is a disorderly person disturbing the peace and unlawful use of a telephone 911 from June 10th. That's file 231148. And then there is also 231089, which is another disorderly person from Three Rivers on June 9th. Miss Knowles got arrested on bench warrants for failing to appear on these on Wednesday. I arraigned her on Thursday, and I set the matter for today. Miss Halleck's been very gracious. She was going to be here anyway today and got up to speed on these files in one day. So I'm going to put you in a breakout room so you can talk privately.
Okay,
Darn it.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, here goes. Hit the button that says join. All right, we got a few things percolating here. So Melissa, did you get a chance to talk to her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
She's prepared to plead no contest in the city of Sturgis case. The offer was unfortunately plead guilty, so I can't confirm with Mr. Attorney George, if a no contest would be okay. But
on which case are we talking about?
the city of Sturgis case, where she went to the multiple different establishments. Hang on.
No, those are Three Rivers cases.
Okay, then I misspoke.
I think they would accept no contest. She
Yeah,
was
I do too. I
intoxicated.
mean, Mr. George said to me himself, she was highly intoxicated, is what he said.
Yes. So which date are we talking about?
It was the first case. I don't have the file numbers attached.
Oh, yeah,
to the date.
that would be the June 9th case. So they
Yeah.
would plead disorderly in that one and dismiss the other one. All right. That's what he told me. Then there's a county case, the telephone case. Did you make any resolution in that one?
Unfortunately, no, Your Honor, we weren't able to make any progress. Her position is she did not disturb the peace at that time. So we would just ask it be set for a last pretrial.
All right, well, let's take care of the other two ordinance cases. And then we'll address that one. All right. File 231397 is a disorderly person from the city of Three Rivers from July 21st. That would be dismissed per Tim George and TJ Reed. Mr. George was here today. I think he made a special appearance. His firm was going to be closed today. So we don't have any Three Rivers or Sturgis ordinance cases, which is why the day is quite scant, but they came in particularly because Ms. Knowles was in custody. So thank you, Tim George. All right, so dismiss 231397, plea no contest in 231089. All right. Miss Knowles, they're going to dismiss one count of disturbing the peace from Three Rivers for a plea to the other one, the earlier case. And we'll address the facts here in a minute. Let me see if it's in my work queue.
Ms. Halleck,
Yeah.
did you express my health issues and where we're
No,
going with
that's
this?
it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we're going
I-
to
because it cut off, so I didn't see. Brandy had to come in here and fix it.
All right.
The computer. No.
Well, Luke told me these were in my queue and they aren't. So let me hunt them up.
Do you need me to email you the report?
No. No, the files are not here. So I'll get them a different way. Mr. Bush is here with me. He remembers when everything used to be in a manila folder and we just work from
I
that.
have approached, but
Yes, thank you.
this is from Luke.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Knowles, on June 9th, it's alleged that you were at Cavoni's and some other places, and they kept getting calls from Three Rivers PD that you were disturbing different businesses. They got 6 calls in 12 hours. When they saw you at 1326, which would be like 2:30 in the afternoon, you were, I guess, 1:30, a 0.20. It's a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. You got some jail credit, and we'll try to figure that out. By pleading no contest, you don't admit what happened, but you also don't deny what happened, and you allow or accept that a conviction would enter. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. I actually had purchased something at Cavoni's and I was just standing there waiting. Nobody complained, or to my knowledge, I don't know if
Stop. Do you enter this plea or not? We're going to take this as a no contest. The fact that you're
Okay.
0.20, 2.5 times the legal limit to drive while you're there could be a sufficient factual basis. Someone kept calling the cops 6 times that day about you. So let's see if we can just go through this. Don't plead no contest and then tell me you didn't do it. So are you going to plead no contest?
yes.
All right. And Ms. York, these rights all apply to you as well. Do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you will be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury? There will be no trial. Do you understand that? If you had a trial, you would have the right to be represented by an attorney. Each of you have an attorney that's been appointed by the court. You could also hire an attorney of your own choosing if you wished. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. you would have the right to take the witness stand yourself and testify on your own behalf. But you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury cannot hold your silence against you. And you have the right to be presumed innocent if and until the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. And Ms. Knowles, are you pleading no contest to that charge?
Yes.
Let's see how much actual jail time you've got. And we can never get you here when we need you to be here.
That's what I was addressing with one of the COs here. I have to go speak with the deputy and get my vehicle and my possessions out of Mr. McLean's home. So I have to have help doing that. And with that being done, then I can get transportation.
All right. So you have one day in the other case. Let's see what you have in this one. No show, no show, no show. Bond posted. So you did a day in July, and then you got arrested on the 30th. So you got 2 days now. Let's see if there's any bond money in here.
Is Melissa,
Yes,
don't forget to address what we wanted to request
Well, yeah, we're gonna
and
deal with
with my
that.
medical conditions.
we will.
Yes, I'm gonna let you out of jail, but
Okay, thank
you
you.
don't intentionally, you just don't show up on the right day. Like you're set for Tuesday at 8 and you show up Thursday at 4. And
It's because of the
that's-
pickle lemon.
So you end up, let me see if I have any bond money in here. All right, now, so on this disorderly person, 23 1089. Or 3 days jail, credit 3 days. That's a no contest plea. Fine is 0. You don't have any money. I'm even gonna waive Melissa's fee. Although she's gone above and beyond here, $125. Due by October 15th. I can't make it any lower than that. You also have an unpaid fine in an old driving suspended case that you were paying on. I'm gonna wipe that out, Miss Knowles.
Thank you.
You did make several $50 payments and then things all went sideways, and call that 2 days credit, 2 days concurrent with the other case, and waive all the fines and costs. So that's one less thing you gotta worry about. We'll dismiss the July disorderly person of 231397. Now, that leaves the county state statute case. It's alleged in that case that on or about June 10th, that you misused an emergency telephone service, and that
Absolutely
you
not.
also disturbed the peace. Now, that's charged under state statute. The county prosecutor is handling that, and we've not reached a resolution. So Melissa asked that we set that for a last pretrial conference. Your
Okay.
bond right now is set by Judge Pattison at $1,000 cash or surety. Melissa, what would you like me to know regarding her bond?
Well, just that she does not have an income right now other than disability. She also has some health issues. She's had several seizures. She indicated in the jail while she's been there, she needs to get out and get back onto the medications that she needs to regulate those seizures. And I think that was the biggest thing, right? September?
Yes, and the fact that I really did not abuse a dispatcher or the ambulance. I needed the ambulance.
All
I
right,
didn't
well,
have my medicine.
All right, I don't want you to say anything that could affect your rights, but one of the problems is you're drinking way too much alcohol and you're like stumbling around and sleeping in doorways, and I'm really concerned about your well-being.
I'm not sleeping
Yeah.
at doorways. I'm not wanting to drink. Yeah. I just need to
All
get
right.
out and get my things and get with my
Don't
family.
tell me where the address, but where are you staying?
I've had to stay with my kids' father. I've had to stay with a couple
Well,
friends here and there.
if I let you out of jail today, where will you go?
I'm going to more than likely get a hold of my kids' father.
He's in Van Buren County somewhere?
No, in Kalamazoo, in Portage by Ramona. Or I need to go speak with the detective and have my father and the detective go over to the house where all my things are at, where I lived with Scott McLean, and get some of my property out of there.
Well, and I don't know if the stuff is still there. The lady
It
went
has to
through
be.
Well, she went through an eviction and you never showed up for any of the proceedings. We had the first hearing, we had the second hearing, and I gave her permission to take possession of the premises back. He
Right.
went to jail. Your stuff was all there. She couldn't rent it because your stuff was there. She may have gotten rid of all your stuff. I don't know what has happened to it.
I
But
don't think she has. If
right.
so, I'll just write a list of everything I had, because I had brand new things in there. I mean, I had all my furniture. I had a 3-bedroom house full of my, all my possessions in that home.
Well,
And
she wanted to take possession of it so she could rent it again. You were called a tenant at sufferance. You weren't on the lease. You moved in with someone who was on the lease, and then he was gone because he was in jail. So anyway, that's something you can deal with, but you need to show up for your court hearings. Every one of these files is full of failure to appear. We're here all day, every day. Melissa will continue to represent you on this matter. I'm going to set a last pretrial. Let's see what we got here. Melissa, will you be here on Thursday, September 14th in the afternoon?
Yeah, yep.
All right, let's set this for last pretrial for 9/14/23 at 2 p.m. So, Ms. Knowles, your next hearing date is right here at the courthouse, September 14th.
Could we make that 2:15, Your Honor? I have another matter at 1:30.
Let's make it, 2:15.
Thank you.
Might be with Judge Pattison. All right, I'm going to set this bond at $1,000 PR. Judge Pattison said at 1,000 cash or surety. All right. Now,
thank you.
when they let you out of jail, are you going to just be standing there on the doorstep with nowhere to go, or can you call somebody? I wasn't clear how you ended up in Colon, but that's not the solution to your problem. Where are you going to go this morning when they unlock the door?
I don't know. I'm going to get a hold of my father, and I'm going to get a hold of the detective and see what I can get out of the house, because I need a change of clothes, and I was offered a job at Morgan and Olson, and I need to get my life together. So I
certainly agree with that. Now, if you need a bus pass for something, stop here at the courthouse and I'll give you one. But since you got 2 nickels in your pocket, no money, nowhere to go.
My purse was stolen from me.
All right. So I'm concerned about your just general well-being. But all right, we took care of the 3 Rivers cases. This one is still pending. I'm giving you $1,000 PR bond. Your next appearance date is September 14th at 2:15.
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
All right, Melissa, thanks for your help. John Bush is here with me. All right, September, you're good to go.